Hello and welcome to Legal Basics with Sarah Law Global, and my name is Sian. Today we're going to talk about a form of intellectual property that is probably the most well known, and that is trademarks. Think about it. Facebook, IBM, Google, Sprite, Standard Chartered Bank, the Olympics. When these words come up, an image forms in your head, a color, a sign, a picture, a drawing. So generally, trademarks are words, expressions, or signs that are recognizable and that distinguish products and services and connect them with their source and their producers. What are some of the advantages of registering a trademark, either for an individual or for a person in business, or for a business itself or a company? Number one, when you register a trademark, it keeps all other people from using your registered trademark. So when somebody else uses the mark or the color combination of the expression, then you have a right to sue them for infringement of trademark. Secondly, because a trademark distinguishes your products from those of your competitors and other players in your industry, it helps you to build your brand. Building a brand takes work, it takes research, it takes investment, it takes hiring the most talented people for your products and services to be the best. After all that investment, it would be very bad for a business if somebody else would be able to trade under that name. So when you do have a trademark, you protect your investment in the quality and in all the things that have gone into making your product the best in your industry. Thirdly, when you have registered a trademark, you have a right to stop other people from confusing. For example, if your trademark is certain colors or certain words or certain names or certain pictures or drawings, and another competitor uses words that or expressions or pictures that are similar to yours, then you do have a right to sue them so that they can stop using that and stop confusing customers who would otherwise have preferred your products. Now, the term of a trademark is 10 years in Kenya, and it is a minimum of 10 years for most of the countries that are members of the World Trade Organization and for most Commonwealth countries. Unlike other forms of intellectual property, a trademark can be renewed indefinitely. So that means when you pay for your protection within that 10 years, after that 10 years lapses, you can renew it for another 10 years. When it lapses, you can renew it for another 10 years. When it lapses, you can renew it for another 10 years. Now, when you're inside the bracket of registration, if your registration has not lapsed or it has not expired or it has not been cancelled, what are some of the protections that you enjoy? One is that nobody else can use your trademark, nobody can ride on it, nobody can have similar looking products, and it helps to take out the counterfeit and set them apart from your original products. Now, for people or businesses that have been having a trademark for a while, but the trademark has expired, they will still get some kind of protection if the trademark has been so well known such that another person cannot register that trademark. Now, generally, if you are not so well known, if you go to, for example, if you go to register a trademark on Coca-Cola in a country where Coca-Cola has not registered a trademark, chances are it will still not be available to you because that trademark is already very well known. So there's two reasons why you would not be allowed to register a trademark. One is if there's an existing mark that is very similar to what you want to register, and two, if there is a mark that has not been registered but still it's out there and it is known, you will not be allowed to register a trademark. Now, as businesses grow, When you're starting out your business, maybe your bakery, you bake some wonderful cookies. At the beginning, the value of a trademark may not look very important to a business. However, as the business grows and it builds clientele and becomes known, it becomes more and more important to protect that name and protect that brand. And the best thing about a trademark is that, considering how much value and how well known it is and how people like it, with time it becomes valuable. And some companies have been able to sell a certain trademark just like any other kind of property. So it is important for individuals in business to consider protecting their trademarks from the word go, because as the business grows, you are also building a name, and with time that name in itself, or that mark, or that expression, can be exchanged for money's worth.